PEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Russell Wilson and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Going back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver will get involved as this game goes on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, Teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. T. Higgins from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Henry here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On on the ground. This is Joe Mixon. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This to Jarwin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Wilson's throw there complete to Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Mixon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now an option play on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 35. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Cougar 19. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, here's Henry. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Kaiser White on the tackle.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
shotgun handoff to Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Let him know, let him know. 552.
From the 41, Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No, check that. We're on like 52, right? Ready, go.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's the option. Running right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Pollard. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off on a touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And right side, Henry's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Wilson. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. Now it's Wilson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Wilson on first down. Binds top, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Still second down.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not too often.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts going to keep it again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 15 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now Wilson. And caught by Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They go play action with Wilson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And now here comes Kansas City. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give here to Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On third down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.